Hello, it's Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess and Bridget's Grove with this week's mini ritual using Womanrunes and the Daily Practice Companion deck, as well as a Story Goddess Oracle card. From Womanrunes this week, we received the Pendulum, which we have already received a couple times recently, but I think it is an important rune to consider at this time of year. It is the rune of patterns, karma, justice, ethics, trust, conscience, and old patterns. And I really think it is inviting us into two things. One is to consider which old patterns we are wanting to let go of, how are we swinging in a new direction, what is changing for us. Sometimes we want to hold on, to cling, to claw, to cling to what is current, and really the nature of life is to change. So what are we trying to cling to that is ready to swing in a different direction? What are we ready to change? It's a rune of patterns. And also it can be about recognizing our own patterns, tuning into our own patterns, being aware of our own patterns, being aware of the cycles of the earth on which we live, our own lives, our own moods, our own seasonal shifts that occur along with the seasons that are very normal and that sometimes we want to argue with or fight with or control. But then also I want to draw your attention to the fact that it's the rune of justice and ethics and conscience. So how can you act in accordance with your ethics and your conscience this year? Where do you perhaps want to make a donation? Where do you want to volunteer? Where do you want to take action to help see justice be done, to help see the change that you want to make in the world, to bring your self-care out into community care, into community practice? Where do you want to apply your ethics, to see ethics in action, not just as a mental exercise, but something that takes place in the actual world? So where do you want to act on behalf of justice, on behalf of your ethics? And then trust this rune can help us cultivate self-trust and can help us cultivate trust in those cycles of giving and receiving and change and renewal in which we move. So may you trust yourself, may you trust your heart, and may you trust yourself to take action, to make change, to listen to your conscience, and to speak up and out. Okay, so that was a lot about the pendulum. Now we have our cards from the Daily Practice deck, which is split into 3 decks. So the first is a prompt. Thrive. Oh, this is a good one. One of the things I ask as we're descending into this winter season is, how do you keep your magic strong and bright? What do you need to thrive? So you may create an affirmation around this, such as, I listen to myself, I give myself what I need to thrive. Or I trust my own heart, I listen to my own wisdom, and I allow myself to thrive. And then a practice. Oh, sorry. Wrong order. Practices are red. Red for ritual. Listen to a goddess song or chant, either a favorite or something new. So my favorite to listen to at this time of year is the whole album Songs for the Waning Year by T. Thorne Coyle and Sharon Knight. I will link to that album below this video, but that is the best. I just love listening to that album at this time of year. So listen to a goddess song or chant. And if you have something to recommend, please feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll add it to our Goddess Magic playlist. And then we have our prayer, and then we also have our Story Goddess Oracle card. So our goddess guidance for the week in the Story Goddess Oracle comes from Tara. And I do want to say that Tara is a complex goddess. She's not just a single goddess, and she also has roots in Buddhist traditions, but also in Hindu and also in Vedic traditions, which I guess that's Hindu. But anyway, there's a lot about Tara. She's got a lot going on, and she belongs to a lot of different cultures and expressions. So there are multiple emanations of her. There's 21, I believe, or 27. So you'll have white Tara, you'll have green Tara, you'll have red Tara. There's all kinds of different Taras. So this card, it's really pretty much impossible to distill such a complex goddess down into a single card. So I'll go ahead and read you her poem, but consider that she has many emanations, experiences, and expressions. Listen, I speak of infinite compassion, unity, and sacred sound. In stillness and silence I speak, and the world is born. I know the wisdom that blooms from time in the dark. Everyday enlightenment is right beneath my feet. So what is right beneath your feet today? What wisdom is blooming from this time spent in the dark? What do you hear in the stillness and the silence? What new world is about to be born? And then our prayer, and then we'll close up with part of our simple and sacred affirmations. So let's go with the prayer. Oh, perfect combination for this time of the year with the pendulum, but also with Tara. May I know light in the darkness and hope in the shadows. May I know peace in the stillness and joy in the pause. May I be renewed, restored, replenished, and refreshed. May I allow my dreams to be reborn and possibility and promise to take root and shine. And then ending with our affirmation to carry us into the week. I steep in my own magic. So this week, may you steep in your own magic. May you listen to the winds of change. May you allow your dreams to take a root. May you listen to the wisdom that blooms in the dark. May you tap into the everyday enlightenment right beneath your feet. And may you thrive. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.